Hello, welcome back, Steve's Retirement Corner. Surviving your last few months before retirement. Getting close to the end of the year, a lot of people tend to retire at the end of the year. I figure it might be a good idea to think about this. Hey, real quick before I get into this, I really want to thank everybody that sent me prayers and kind words after that rough 2-week video. It's really appreciated, boss. It really was. And thank everybody for showing up for the live. I had a good time, man. Got to see some people and talk to some people I hadn't talked to before. I figure if you missed it, hey man, it ain't that big a deal. I'm gonna try to do about one a month. The third Thursday of the month at 7 p.m. Eastern. Just something shaking things up a little bit and have a little fun with. You know, that's all it is. And so maybe you can make the next one. But anyways, we had a good time. Right now, as things stand, I'll be able to give out a couple of reminders. I couldn't last time. But anyways, man, this surviving your last couple of months before you actually retire, man, that was rough for me, man, because I was done with it. I always say it was around Thanksgiving. Hey man, by Thanksgiving, man, I was done. You know, I was ready to get. Actually started probably a few weeks before then, maybe late October, early November. And for me, the little things started ticking me off. But where before I would have went ahead and done them, and you know, not thought twice about it. You know, somebody leaves something, I go ahead and knock it out. But if it, you know, as I got closer to getting out of there, it was they'd leave something, it would tick me off. I'm thinking, man, they do this stuff all the time, and nobody says anything. You know, it started ticking me off. Some people don't have no problem with it. Some people, nothing bothers them because they know in a couple of days they'd be gone. But to me, it seemed like it bothered me more as I got closer to my retirement date. And you know, it's kind of like, I said it before I retired, it was like when you were a kid, Christmas Eve, you know, how keyed up you were and ready to get, you're ready for the next day. You know, you wanted to go to bed, but you couldn't sleep, you know. And that's the way it was. It's just like when you're leaving on vacation. It's a lot stronger feeling. It really is. How you look forward to vacation, how you look forward to retirement. It's a lot stronger feeling. It was for me. You know, and I told my partner, hey man, you know, come Thanksgiving, I said, listen buddy, I says, I'm subject to go at any moment. One day you might come in and I ain't gonna be here. So, you know, I try to keep him in the loop of how I was feeling. And it was hard to get up and keep going in. And it being in the wintertime like that, you know, cold, I get up one day, it's cold, I'm thinking, man, I don't want to go in that sucker. You know, if it's raining, pouring down rain or whatever, man, I don't want to go outside, just get in the truck. So, you know, I kind of had to come up with a reason to keep going every day, you know. And it wasn't that hard, really, because it's what I'd always done, you know. You get up in the morning, you shower, and you grab your bite to eat and go on out the door. It was habit. But it was hard. But, you know, if you retire at the end of the year, which a lot of people tend to do, there's a lot of stuff, a lot of distractions, a lot of stuff is going to keep you busy. So one thing's for sure, them last few months you're busy, you know. Well, first off, you got all the holidays to go through, you know, and you're busy running with family and doing what you normally do during the holidays, you know. That kind of keeps your mind off of how short your time is. You know. And then another thing is too, man, is you got a lot of timelines them last 2 or 3 months. You know, as far as your benefits, if you got a pension, Social Security if you're going to collect it, Medicare if you're going to collect it, you know, you got to hit them timelines. But they're pretty long. Most of mine were no sooner than 90 days and no later than 30 days before you retire, in order for stuff to pick up on time, you know, and carry over. I mean, you can do that stuff after you retire, but I figure why you put all that hard work in all your life and get down to the last few months and screw things up for you. You know, I'm all about ease of use. So I tried to knock that stuff out while I was still at work. You know, my pension was, yeah, just about all of it was. No sooner than 90 and no later than 30 days. And, you know, it might not be so bad on you if it's handled locally for you, but ours was handled up in New York. So I had to, I started early, and I think that might be a good idea because there's a lot of phone tag and a lot of back and forth mailing of papers and stuff. And they tend to get swamped towards the end of the year because so many people leave. So I give myself plenty of time to get everything handled. My benefits was the same way, I think, before I left work. Couldn't let them know no later than 30 days before in order to not have a gap in coverage, you know. As far as my 401, if you're taking withdrawals, for me, I couldn't even file for my withdrawal from my 401 to after I had retired. But the good thing is, I mean, the check showed up in a week or two, so it's not like you're going 6 months without any pay. Because you have to actually terminate service before you can withdraw. If you retire early like I did, I don't know how it holds up if you're 65 or 70. I don't know how that works. And you know, maybe if you're 59 and a half, you can get withdrawals. But I don't think you can if you're still employed with that provider. It's something you'll have to check on. But it's important if you want to continue that money right on. If you need something to live on like I did. You know, and as far as Social Security, I don't know what the timeline is for Social Security. In order for it to pick up, say you want it to start in January, you got to give them 3 months notice firsthand, or a month is close enough? I don't know how all that works. I ain't quite there yet. But I do know, well, don't quote me on this, I'm not positive of it, but I've been looking into it. Because I want to be ready when the time comes. At Medicare, I think it's actually a 7-month window you got. 3 months before your birthday month, and then 3 months after your birthday month. And if you miss that one there, they'll penalize your butt. So there's some things that keep you busy, and you got to, I mean, I think it's a good idea to go ahead and work in them windows. Well, for Medicare for sure, because it's going to penalize you. But them other ones, it just continued service, just like nothing ever happened. All I did was I ain't working no more. I got my benefits, and I got my pension, I got my withdrawals, you know, I got money coming in. So, I mean, that's the reason I went by the daggone windows. I don't reckon you have to, but I think it's a good idea. Just like giving notice. I mean, I don't reckon there's any law that says you can't just walk out the door. But, you know, giving notice is a decent thing. So I tried to do that. And I always done that. But anyways, man, y'all take care of yourselves. I'm getting ready to be dinner time here. I'm going to get in the house and help the baby a little bit if I can. But y'all take care and enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll talk at you later.